Hello everybody and welcome back to Money Simulator for what will be our final video in this series. But don't worry, we will be back when the full game releases for a brand new series to test out all of the new stuff that comes with that update. So we'll be able to also have a coffee shop, for example, vehicle dealership, maybe even a second supermarket, who knows, lots of other jobs to do around the town, access to the full map, be able to buy houses, actually do the cars up rather than just change their color. Lots of new stuff we'll be able to do in the full version, so we will be back for that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see that series, and you'll be notified when that goes live. Right, between the videos, I have had a lot of issues. I was beginning to think we might not even be able to get this final episode done. I had a real issue with Genevieve. She just stopped working entirely. She would just stand outside. You couldn't change anybody else on to do shelf restocking either. If you tried to get them to change, it was just a flat out no. Nobody would do any shelf restocking. I kept losing stock as well. So I purchased everything for the store. I purchased 2 boxes of everything. So what I was going to do is just leave everything running in here, or I would go and do a few other things today. And I had the store just like this. And every time I would come back into the game, it was gone. Completely gone. Not on the shelves, just gone. So I was hemorrhaging, really, just throwing away money, just buying stock. And if it wasn't on the shelves at the end of a day, disappeared. So yeah, I had a lot of issues. So we lost a lot of stock. Genevieve wasn't working at all, but thankfully now is, because there has been a patch since. And yeah, just numerous issues were starting to come along. In fact, I did actually manage to get some stock for free as well, because that also glitched out. I made a purchase, but I didn't quite have enough money. So I was going to take a few items out, but the truck decided to come anyway, and it didn't charge me for anything, but I couldn't do much with those boxes. I got those boxes, I got some of them on, but then, like I say, because they were disappearing overnight, I lost like half of that stock. But we did benefit a little bit, but yeah, numerous things have gone wrong. Now, you might notice that Nelson is not here doing the cleaning. There is a good reason for that. He has been promoted. I've promoted him to night cashier. So he is going to be popping in this evening, and he is going to be working the 4 till midnight shift, because I figured out how to do the shifts. So that's handy. So we can have Nelson coming in and doing some cashier work during the evening.
Thank you.
Although I tried to get him to do that yesterday in the game, and he didn't turn up. So whether he turns up today or not, we will find out. You might be wondering why there's a bin over there as well. That is literally, I put this here to make a screenshot, so I could stand on it and get a nice view of the store for one of the screenshots for a thumbnail. That's literally the only reason that's there. I will move that maybe later on. So I think it's nearly 4 p.m. So I want to see if Nelson turns up for work today, or if you have to have a little gap between. Oh, he's here. No, he is here. Okay, he's turned up today. That's good then. So he didn't turn up yesterday, so I was beginning to think it wasn't going to work. So he's going to take the cashier's role, so we can stay open much later in here now. So everything is now running pretty smoothly again. Hopefully. Fingers crossed it will remain for the rest of the video. So what we need is about $5,500 and we can complete this game. We'll have finished everything there, because I have done a little bit off camera while I was trying to get everybody to work, because they just weren't doing anything. So I ended up doing 2 or 3 days, maybe more, just trying to get them to work. So we have earned a little bit off camera, but that's worked well, hasn't it? So now we can stay open later here. So whilst Nelson's got that covered, does mean I have to pop back and do a bit of cleaning. That's because you can only have 3 employees for some reason. Somebody said that in the comments as well. I have tested it since, just in case it had changed with a patch. It hasn't. So I spent $500 on an advert for no reason, because you can only have 3 staff members. So I'm just going to pop back and do cleaning as and when. But let's go and do some racing while Nelson works away. Now, I have raced this guy a few times without you, and he has beaten me a few times. Whenever I bet him $500, he seems to get super quick for some reason. So I'm just going to bet him $250, and we'll see. It's this particular race, I think. Yes, it is. It's this race. But he seems to have a really super speedy end to his race. The other races, you can beat him pretty easy. But in this one, for some reason, he sort of nailed me right at the very end. So I'm hoping he doesn't do that this time. And this will be an easy win for us. It was at this point he flew by me, and I couldn't do anything about it. He's not going to do it this time, though. Easy money. Easy money. We could have bet him the full 500 there. Is it you can't choose which race you do, though. That's the thing. Like, I would love to be able to select which race you do. But it's, I don't know. I think it's just a randomized thing. I think we'll bet him big money this time. I'm pretty confident now. We can beat him on that one. That was the only one I've struggled with, so I think we can make some big money racing him. So we'll do another race now. And then we'll go back and check on Nelson. So at the moment, you can only race bicycles. You can't race motorbikes or cars or anything like that. That should be in the full game. There's going to be an app for that. So we should be able to do proper racing in the full game. That's something else we can do in the full series of the game. Come on, ready to lose some more cash?
Think you're fast? Let's settle it on the road.
Let's do it. Let's go for the full 500. Where's my bike gone? There it is. All right, so he's it's going to be the original race then. I quite like the one that goes past the house. So there's another one that I've not shown on a video yet. But we actually just go past our house. It's like a pure downhill thing. That's pretty fun. Pretty easy to beat him on that one. The hardest part of this one is climbing this hill. He's pretty speedy up this hill. There he goes. Crashes into me. But we can get him on the downhill. Hopefully. It's going to be close. But I think we might get him on the inside. We've got him on the inside. $500 is mine. There we go. So we just won 1,000. So we're up to 3,400 now. Right, let's head back and see Nelson, see how he's doing. I might put our winnings into some crypto as well. I've seen the crypto going pretty crazy. So just while we have a look at Nelson, who's actually walking around with nothing to do. No customers. Bit of a quiet night, isn't it, Nelson? This is a bit disappointing, although we have made nearly 2 grand in here today now. So we should clear our loan payment pretty quickly. Now everything is working all right in here. What time of day is it? It's only 7:30. Where is everybody? Right, let me just check this crypto. So that's on its way down. That's on its way up still. So I might put some money into KFC. Watch this just fly up for a little bit. I don't know where its ceiling is. But I'll do a bit more research, I think, before the full game comes out so we can really utilize this, because you can make thousands of this. We'll let it run like that just while we do some cleaning. As soon as the Bitcoin gets to its lowest, we can throw a load of cash in there as well. We can make quite a bit on that. All right, should be clean now, and it is. Right, we should have made enough money by the end of today that tomorrow we should be able to buy a vehicle, I think. Let's just see how much money we just made by doing some cleaning, letting our crypto run. Just made $10 doing that. Paying my salary. Yeah, so we should have plenty of money to be able to go and get a vehicle tomorrow. I don't know if there'll be an electricity bill or some rent due. There probably will. But we can easily cover that, I'd say, and still get a vehicle. We've still got plenty of stock in here, providing it doesn't disappear when I go to bed. But I think it's usually if you come off the game. But hopefully it'll still be here anyway. We might have to buy a bit more tomorrow for Genevieve, but we're mostly fine, I think. All right, I don't know if we can do any. He's open till midnight. What time does the guy last at the race? Is he still around? I don't know if he's still here at this time of night. So have a look at the crypto. That's still going up. It's still going up. Made us 15. Just got to keep an eye on it because I don't know where its ceiling is. Obviously, once it hits its ceiling, it'll start going down again. And then, like I say, if you've not kept an eye on it, that's when you're going to lose money, isn't it? Going to see if the guy is available for a race. I don't think he is. I think he goes home. Yeah, I think he's gone. Okay, so he's gone home. We can't do anything there with him. We could do a delivery or two while we wait. So just because I want this cash for paying off things, and I don't know if that's just going to free fall on me at some point. Let's sell it. And let's just do some deliveries. And then we can play with crypto again tomorrow. But obviously while I'm doing deliveries, I am not watching crypto, so. Right, so let's do a delivery from here. Not a car, a delivery. Let's see, what have we got? $100. Pretty decent, actually. All local drop-offs. Right, let's see if we can throw... You can throw this in from fair distance away, as long as you get the right pixel. You can throw this into the basket from the doorway. It's handy. I'll just bring my bike inside like I did before. Right, so we've got this one here. This is quite good, actually. It looks like they're all taking us back towards the shop. Which is where I want to be in a moment. So we'll take this. There you go, sir. Payroll. We'll get on that. Right, the shop is closed, so he's finished in there. So we'll go and take the earnings. Should have checked the big map, really. I thought I saw 2 purple things over here. Oh, I did. I did. It's a little bit further around. Okay. I thought they were both around here. It's not far. It's only the other side of this place. So I don't know what the traffic's like. I don't know if that's been fixed. It was a fairly large update. I think I've had 2, but there were no patch notes with them, so I don't know what they've done in those particular updates. Obviously, they've made Genevieve work again, because I saw that everywhere. Like, everybody's restockers had stopped working. I was looking at it on Steam, and everyone in the comments there and in the discussions on Steam were all saying how their restockers were no longer working and lots of other things. So hopefully that has fixed it for everyone. But this traffic doesn't seem anywhere near as bad. It seems to be functioning just there. Of course, I've probably spoken too soon now, and it's going to be terrible. Let's do a bit of cleaning, since now I am the cleaner. Let's put the light on so we can see what we're doing. It's a shame you can only have 3 employees. I would have... Well, I assume that that won't be the case in the full version of the game. Because that will never really be enough, will it? Because you're going to be wanting... If you're running 3 businesses, you are going to have periods of time where you're away from one of your businesses for at least a couple of days. So I don't really want that to stay a thing. So I'm assuming that will change. Will that go just here? No, it will not. Come back in here, I suppose. I mean, I could leave it over the other side. It's not bad over there. I very rarely, because I don't really do this anymore. Genevieve does it. And she just gets rid of her boxes without touching a bin. So actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it where it was. In case I'm... Or over here, maybe. In case I'm ever doing some restocking, I'll leave it there. So if I'm ever doing some restocking in there, I can just throw it in there. Right. Let's claim this cash. And then we'll pay whatever bills I have, which is just the salary payment. So that leaves us $5,500. We're a little bit low on energy. It is now 3 in the morning. Doesn't really matter too much. I can't run now. It doesn't matter too much because we have staff that will take care of that shop for us at all times of the day now. So I don't need to worry about that too much. I just need to make sure I check the stock occasionally and pop in for a quick clean. It's not the end of the world, but I will have a look to see if we can get a vehicle. I think we'll go to bed first. Hopefully they'll add in restaurants or coffee shops to boost your energy at times. Or maybe like a skill tree would be good as well. Could have perks. All right, we'll sleep for... I'm just going to sleep for 5 hours. I think that should be enough, even though we're depleted on energy. I think 5 hours will be enough. Store is open. Isn't that nice? Making money while you sleep. Isn't that the dream? Just you're sleeping, but you're making money. Right. We can then have a look to see if we can get any vehicles, because flipping a car or something would help us quite a bit in our quest for cash. So I've only got 5 grand. We could get a smart car. Can't afford a BWM. These cars, I could continue this series and we could save up and get one of these expensive cars, but there's just no real point. I'm going to be doing that in the full game anyway, and then we're going to kit it out and make it look really good. You know, boost its engine and all sorts of stuff anyway. So I'm not going to save up for one now when you can't really do that much for it. I think we'll just get the smart car then. Not too much difference between these two. They're pretty similar. We'll take the slightly newer one. 11 o'clock. Okay, that's only an hour away. So we'll find out where we need to go. Yeah, I'd rather save up for those and get those in the full series. Since we're going to be doing it then anyway. I'd rather save up and do it in the full series because it's just kind of pointless doing it now. Like we save up the money, buy it, and do what with it. So can't race it or anything like that. And I don't really need to have it as a personal vehicle either. Right, is he on his way? 10 minutes. I can hear him. Whenever a vehicle's coming to you, whether it be a delivery truck or somebody selling a vehicle to you, you can always hear their engine. You can't hear anyone else's. Thrashing it a bit. Head sticking out. It's too tall. Or she's too tall. She's too tall for that car. That's why she's selling it, Addison. That's why she's selling it, because she doesn't fit in the vehicle. Right. Wow, there's a lot wrong with this. There is a lot wrong with this. What is it with this? I mean, no wonder, I suppose, you've been poking your head through the roof. Well, I'm not going to pay you that. I'll come in a cheeky $3,000. I'm going to offer you 3-1. I'm going to offer you 3-2. She's coming down. She's still got a reasonable amount of patience, to be honest. 3-4. All right, 3-5. We're zoning in on 3-5 here. 3-500. My offer is still 3-500. 3-5. All right, I'll take that. Just $51 extra. I don't know how much patience she's got. I think she only had like one refusal away there. We've got ourselves a car. Not overly keen on the colour myself, but it's all right. Let's go first person. But as people suggested, come out of this. If we ever go home, come out of the first person view, because that might have what caused our glitch. There are two theories on the go for what caused our glitch with the car. One is the car was not on a stable surface, which does check out with when I played the demo to this game. Because I tried to get out on a curb about a year ago when I played the demo. I tried getting out on a curb, and that's caused it a few times. So it could be that, or it could be the fact that we were in first person, and it's the transition to try and get back to the first person camera also caused the glitch. So wherever we go, make sure we always go to third person before we exit our vehicle. So make sure there's no issues whatsoever. There we go. Right. Let's talk to the mechanic who has reappeared. He had disappeared. During all of the shenanigans of the last few days between the videos, my mechanic disappeared. He was not here.
Charity, pal. Got cash?
Yeah, I've got cash. So yeah, I want repair all, please. I think at some point, because obviously that's now repaired. These have all been repaired. I think you'll be able to repair individual parts. I don't think it necessarily will be like a repair all type of bill.
Charity, pal.
Right, modify, just to see if we can do anything here. We can give it a window tint. We actually give the car a window tint. That's about all we can do, unfortunately. This is why another reason I'm not going to go save up for the big cars. Because why? We can't do any of this, but I'm looking forward to when we can. Window tints, 250. Give it a... It doesn't really show, does it? I mean, that looks terrible, doesn't it? And we could do it. I don't know. I don't know whether we should or not, or should we just flip this? When I did this before to the bike, it didn't really help us much, did it? If we're honest. Oh, you can choose a full tint that way. Oh, here we go. So let's give it a nice tinted window for 250. I will change the paint. It's quite nice, actually. I quite like that. Let's do that. So we spent a bit on it. See if we'll make our money back. But what I might do is... I might keep it for a little while. Keep it for the rest of the video instead of the bike. I know we have to pay fuel on it. But I am tempted to keep it, because this is our last go of a car anyway. I've not actually been to refuel. Should we have a look, see how this works? This is something I've not even tested. Is it refueling? How do you refuel here? Do I have to get out of the car? Presumably I do. Kind of suggests that I'm parked the wrong side, even though this is where it tells you to park. Why does it tell you to park on the wrong side of the... Why does it do this? Why does it tell you to park on the wrong side of the... I can't see how much I'm... Well, that needs work. So, I mean, I know it pops up on here, but you should park that side. Well, actually, you should be able to park both sides, depending which side your fuel tank is. Right, refuel. It's only $18. That's quite good, though. I quite like that. In fact, you do all this yourself. I'm going to talk to the attendant. What does he say? So he can do it for... Oh, cans. Okay. So if we ever run out of fuel, so if you're on the map and you run out of fuel and you're like, oh, what do I do now? Go to him. He'll sell you at a bit more of a premium than getting it from here. But he will sell you a can of fuel to take with you to restore your vehicle. That's quite good. Right, let's go and check on the store, or should we go and do a delivery? Since we're now keeping the car for a bit. The one thing I have to do with this, do not crash it. If I am keeping this for a little while, in fact, I'm even going to go third person cam. Do not crash this car, because otherwise I'll have to go and get it repaired again, but it will lose value even if I get it repaired. I've got to make sure we don't do that. In fact, I'm even going to park in this car park. Priority parking. Just make sure we don't get an order. I know what I'm like. I can almost see it now, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get an order and the truck will come in and wipe my car out. Alright, how are we doing in here? Genevieve's still got some stock of stuff. So obviously, some stuff will be empty and some will be fine. Oh, she's clocking out. Glad that's over. So she's still 94%. So you can improve their salary to, you know, if they're feeling a bit miserable, you can up their salary or change their working shifts. But they all seem pretty happy. But she has had a busy day by the sounds of it. I will say, though, it doesn't seem that dirty in here. I expected worse. So that's good news. Right, it's all running well in here. Let's go and do a delivery or two, shall we? In our car. Hopefully then when I sleep, the bike will reappear back at home as well, because I want to do another race. Right, let's get my phone out. Delivery. Could do a couple of larger ones. Go closer to the place first before taking the delivery. Read barcodes first. Why is it telling me that? I'm a bit concerned by the fact it said that. It tells... I don't have to go back now and check on him. We'll assume he's fine. We'll assume he's fine. When it tells you that, it's usually because you're clicking on the wrong thing. But the AI should not be clicking on the wrong thing, should he? We'll see. Right, let's take an order from here. Delivery. Right, I want a big order, please. Might as well take that. It's only 1.1 kilometers, actually. That's decent. 1.1 for that kind of money. Generally prefer under a kilometer, but in the car it shouldn't be too bad. Although I will say this car does not feel that much quicker than my bike. Our guy rides pretty quick. This is not the quickest of vehicles. This is not the best car in the game by far. I mean, it is the cheapest, so you wouldn't expect it to be. Where it's good is a straight line like this. Decent on the brakes, but not amazing. I think I'd upgrade those. What would be interesting, obviously we can't find out, but we will in the full version of this game, is when you put a new engine in this thing, how fast does it then go? how much improvement does that actually make? Or is it going to largely just be cosmetic? Because you can change the engine, you can change all sorts of stuff like that, put a turbo in, I think. So you should be able to get this to be pretty rapid. Which will help, because I imagine when you start racing, you're doing the car racing and stuff, obviously you can't afford the really expensive cars, so you're going to have to upgrade your little smart car and hope that you can take on the big boys. I have to say, you know, when you're counting on a vehicle to sort of be sold and use the money for, I've never been so nervous driving a car ever, really, even in real life. Not like your driving test. He left that car a bit weird. Oh, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. We're not at home, so it should be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. I don't know if we've got any damage or not. Oh, I hope not. That was not good. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want things like that happening when you're riding on this vehicle so much. Okay, I don't know if that's really caused any damage or not. The only way we can tell is by taking it to the mechanic, so we'll have to drop it by the mechanic and see. There's no visual damage. I'm hoping the game doesn't count that. I'm hoping somewhere in it goes, you know what, that's not your fault. I'm not going to apply damage to your vehicle. It's not an actual crash, but we shall see. I think we'll sell it tomorrow, though. I guess I'm so nervous driving it because we're going to lower its value. Did we just go through the map there? Pretty sure we just went through the map there. Why is he outside? Must be smoke break or something. I saw that, Nelson. Supposed to be in here serving. At least if you're going to go on a smoke break, serve the customer first, who's now just standing here not doing anything. I wonder if this is glitched out again. Doesn't seem to be working, does it? Once again, though, hardly any customers in here. Now, it could be because of this glitch. But I mean, you could serve her any time you want, Nelson. But she's not actually presenting any goods, is she? She's just standing there. Finally, another customer has come in. So hopefully all of this stuff gets polished. Remember, this is just a prologue. This is not the full game. Full game will be coming... Well, I don't know when the full game will be coming, actually, but I don't imagine it would be, like, really far away. But could probably do with being 6 months, couldn't it? Just to make sure a lot of these issues are fixed and you don't get people spinning on the spot while they're trying to pay for their shopping. Things like that, you know? So I think it needs a good 6 months polish before... Plus all the other... Because they're bringing a lot of new features as well, so you want to make sure all of those are polished. So I think at least 6 months, but you never know. It could be sooner. I don't know how big the team is, to be fair. If I can't really do anything. Get rid of Nelson. Send him home or something. Can I get you to do something else? I want to do a bit of shelf stocking. Right, can I serve anybody? Nope. I can't do anything at all here. So this is broken then, isn't it? I've had enough of this. I'm getting impatient. Alright. Nelson, go back to cashier work, just in case that triggers it to work. He's doing the animation, but no, I don't think so. Okay. So what happens is everybody comes in. What's supposed to happen in the game is if they come in and they've got stuff in their shopping baskets or in their bags, at the end of each day, if you close, they just get everything at buy-in price, basically. So they get stock value stuff. Hope this doesn't go wrong. So you shouldn't lose any money, you just don't make any money. But if we drive far away, Nelson will hopefully close the store on his own. and it will sort of fix itself. I don't want to be in the area. Because if I'm in the area, it won't close. But if he closes it, it might even... The shop, now we're far away, so he's closed the shop. Maybe all of those people will have paid full price, because the game might just, like, auto-do them. If you're there in close, yes, it auto-does them, but you only get stock price. If the game thinks that the character has gone wrong, it might just make everybody pay. I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about this car, the way we get out. We didn't really make any more money there, did we? At least we got rid of them all, though. Right, let's take the money from the safe. We may need to get some more stuff in here tomorrow, but we'll do that in the morning, because unfortunately Genevieve can't unload a truck. The mechanic is closed, so we'll have to pop by the mechanic in the morning. To be honest with you, I'm half tempted just to leave the car somewhere safe. I almost don't want to drive home. I'm going to leave the car. I'm not even going to park the car. I'm not even going to park the car over here. I'm just going to leave it. I don't want anything to go wrong. Close the door. Go to sleep. We'll sleep for, I think 4 hours will be fine. We spend most of our day driving around now. I don't think I burn anywhere near as much energy. Now I'm not actually working. And we're just driving around. I don't think we need anywhere near as much sleep. We full? Yeah, full on energy. Good. Right. I think if I select this to sell, get a nice photo of it. I think if I select it to sell, it'll tell us if it's damaged or not. Without having to go to the mechanic. So, create offer. Clear. Right. No damage. Great news. So we bought it for 3,500, didn't we? I'm going to try. 5,000 still decent. 6,000. I'm going to try something like 6,000. No, 5,999 or something like that. Where's the point where it goes? Somebody said you can go all the way and push it really far. Let's try 5,850. Choose a car image. Let's try 5,850. Let's see if somebody will come along and pay that. See if we can make about 2 grand on it, because they'll come down a little bit maybe. Yeah, somebody said, like, go put it in the red. And, so which we've not done, obviously, because I just want to make sure we get an offer. And don't really haggle with them. Just keep insisting on your offer, and they will buy it in the end. We'll see. But I do want to get this sold, because I think we're only 1 day away from the next bill coming out. I want to make sure we've got the cash. Alright, so far, I don't think we've seen any accidents. Look at this, they're even indicating to overtake each other. Somebody has come along and taught them how to drive. They drive a bit slower now, but I think helps. They can be sped up, can't they? When the time... They're saying that he's just rear-ended that guy. But that's not... Compared to what we have been seeing, that's not a serious incident. He is a bit of a quick driver, though, isn't he? He's here. He's got a lead foot. Alright, let's park just here. Why are these guys not open? That's weird. They're supposed to open the store. What time is it? Only 20 minutes. We haven't lost really any trade, but still, we should have been open. That's weird. All right, hopefully somebody will come for the car later. It might take them a little while to generate some offers because we are on the higher side. I'm hoping we still get an offer. I don't know if you can lower the price once it's listed. I guess you'd have to cancel the listing. Start again. Right, how are we doing? It's just some over here, is it? I have to say, I hope you can change the colour of the floor in the full game. Because it's not always easy to spot
Thank you.
dirt. Because the whole thing kind of looks dirty. Like, the colour of the dirt is basically the same as some of the tiles. Aha! Margaret wants to buy the car. I have no idea where the rest of this dirt is. 4% off. Is it underneath something, or... Aha! It is. It's underneath this shelving here. There we go. Alright, it's fully clean. Right, let's go and see Margaret then. See if Margaret's going to buy our car. Alright, where are we heading? We are going, I think, back towards our house. Take the road, make sure we don't scrape it on any curbs. I think she's in the car. There's a car park out the back here. She's going to be in here somewhere. I've arrived. Oh, there she is. Now, I have to say, I don't think you're going to fit in it because your twin sister had her head sticking out the roof when I bought it. But you're more than welcome to try your luck. Right, so she's offering us a ridiculous amount. I refuse to overpay. My offer is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's stick it at 5,850. There you go. Now you're talking. So that first one was just like throwaway offer, wasn't it? So her patience is terrible. Let's try this again. She's not going to come up that far. So the person I'm sure the person in the comments said try it again and they will pay it on the final time. I don't think that's true.
Okay, that's enough.
There you go. That's not true. That's not true. That does not work. Okay, so that's that theory tested. But she did come up after her first one. So, I think we can still sell this for 4.5 to 5. So I think we're still going to make 1,000 on this. Because somebody else will message later. That's fine. Right. What should we do? Should we head... Speaking of, somebody else coming now. 12 o'clock, it's only an hour away. Just around the corner. We'll go and wait over there then. Okay, Harvey Drake has arrived. There he is. Let's reverse over to him. Hello, Harvey. Okay, it's a reasonable price, but I'd offer... Right, I am going to stick with it for the first one. Right, now that brings him up to a more reasonable offer. We can come a bit lower. So 500. 4.6. He's about halfway through his patience meter, so I'm a bit not got much wiggle room here. 5,250. 480. Maybe we can meet him at 5, but we'll try 5,100. There we go. 530. You know what? I might accept that. We've just made 1.5 grand on that, basically. You got yourself a deal, sir. Right, that's almost given us... Do you know how to drive, sir? Let's get out of his way, because I'm not sure what's going to happen here. That's almost paid for the loan, though. We've almost paid the loan off now. That car is so small, isn't it? You know, when we're driving it, you forget how small it is, really, because of the camera angle. How tiny that is. You would not want to have a crash in that. Right, so I think with the cash that's in here, we should be able to pay the loan off at the end of the day. Things have gone wrong in here again. This is not going well. CJ is spinning around in Tommy Vassetti. Where is Genevieve? To be fair, she's got nothing to do. We've run out of stock. So Genevieve's outside doing nothing because she can't do anything. And this is not working. Right, let's try and fix this because this is a bit of a problem at 1:30 in the afternoon, isn't it? So you go and do some... Not cashier work, that is what you're doing. You go and do some cleaning. I can't move this, can I? It's so annoying. I can't move it unless we close. I think that might be the only way, though, is for me to move this slightly, because I don't think this is going to fix otherwise. So we're going to have to close the store and let these people go. I think if you leave it for a while, they do... You see what they leave? And we're starting to get some cash. Because we're getting whatever they've got. So let them serve themselves. We'll have to lose 2 of them. Just ensures that we do get all of the offer there. Although, if they don't do it soon... Oh, let's just close. We're wasting too much time in the day. Alright, open again. And if I... Actually, no, open again. Close. I forgot what I was doing there. Then if we move it slightly, that might reset it, hopefully. Or slammed in my face. Let's get you back on cashier work. And hopefully now it will work. So unfortunately we've lost a bit of time there as well, because it's going to take a little bit of time now to generate customers back in here, and we had to sell a lot of stuff at cost there. But hopefully that's okay. What do we need? Quite a lot of stuff, I'd say, to be honest. It's difficult. Hopefully this will get sorted. It's very difficult to keep track of what you've got. You can come in here and do it, but it's very difficult because you have to come in product pricing and then you can have a look. But I'm not even sure these numbers are true. There's no way these numbers are true. No way are these numbers true. I can see that these numbers are not true just by looking out there. There's no way we have 136 of those. So, I don't even know what that's on about, to be honest. So none of this makes any sense or is even correct, is it?
Thanks.
I can see that we're quite low on frozen stuff, so we'll buy some stuff for the freezer. Get that filled up. The ice cream's down here somewhere as well, isn't it? And then we'll just buy some...
Thank you.
I don't know, what do we need? Let's get some of that, maybe. Some beans.
Thank you.
We'll fill it up to 24. Ketchup, we'll get a couple of those. Some tuna. Green beans, maybe. I didn't check the fridge, but we probably need some milk, so we'll get a couple of milks to finish. There we go. We'll just have those. That'll be fine. Right, is it all working in here? It sounded like it is. So I don't know if this is just because I left, or... You know, if you're in here, it works more often, but... These are some of the issues. I did have this issue as well that I've been having between the videos, where you know cashiers aren't working. At least I'm glad the stock is working, and we're not, mostly because we're not losing stock. It was it's annoying if Genevieve is standing outside not doing anything, but I can throw stuff on the shelves. What I can't do is buy stock, go home at the end of the day, and then it's not here anymore. You're just throwing away money because you have to keep rebuying everything again. And by the time the truck arrives and everything else, you're wasting time then because it's not on the shelves. And we'll throw some of this stuff down. Obviously, we're going to have to take over here because Genevieve doesn't work in the evenings. That's fine. Is he going to reverse over my stock? Yes, he is. Oh, just short. I tell you what, he played chicken with that, didn't he? Thought he was going to crush my stock then. All right, let's get some of these things on.
Thank you.
I think that's these, actually. So we'll load up that shelf. That was weird. Drop in frames. Never mind. All right, what have we got here? Some chicken. I wish you could throw from further away as well. So that the throw to put in, like on the screen, only comes up when you are sort of this distance away. You can throw a box, but it doesn't seem to work, even if you land it on it. Should have put the pizza there. Never mind. Yeah, so you can't throw it. Even if you throw it from distance, it never seems to want to go in. Oh, it does. Wow, it's the first time I've ever done that. I've tried that before. You just used to ricochet off. I must have missed it every time. And then just assumed that it didn't work quite like that. That's handy. I guess it's that kind of thing that's happened. I think I've only tried it with bags. It's where it's ricocheted. Okay, so if you fire it right in, it works. Things you learn in the final episode of a series that would have been handy throughout. But at least we know it for the full version. I won't have any issues whatsoever in the full version. We'll have learnt everything. And then they'll probably change a lot of stuff that none of that stuff means anything anymore. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. So you have to get it higher. I'll tell you what, I spend more time probably aiming than I would if I just ran over, to be honest. If I just ran over and put it in, probably quicker than playing the game of throwing it in. I think what I would do, though, in the full version is I'd have, hopefully with more staff, I would have an overnight restocker. If possible. Get things stocked up. So you could just leave somebody in here overnight. So you could, like, hopefully they would unload a truck as well. But if they didn't, you could just leave a whole pile of stuff here. Get somebody to come in here between midnight and 7 AM or something. And refill the entire store overnight. Like you would in real life. That way we don't have any issues in the morning then.
Thank you.
Right. Beef. I don't think we've got much room left in here, have we? Already got some beef on anyway. Leave the beef just there. What else have we got? Sushi. Chicken. More beef. Veal. I don't think we've got any of this on. Get that in there. To tell you the truth, I think I'm just going to run over and do it. Till I improve my aim. Right, we've already got some of this stuff, I think. Have we? Or maybe not, actually. Let's put it over here. Anyway. Right, so I think even though we're having a bit of a slow day, we're still open for another 3 hours, so I think we'll still crack... I'm still confident we'll crack 1,000 in here by the end of the day. Alright, anywhere for this milk? Down there will do. We need to do some cleaning as well. It's getting absolutely filthy in there. I don't think that helps with the amount of customers that you get. I think they can be a bit put off by a dirty store, which makes sense, but make sure it's a bit cleaner. Just a bit of mopping to do. I think it's just this little piece. There we go. Right, so we're all clean in here now. Right, as I say, I think what day is it? It is the 5th. So our next big payment is coming out on the 8th. We can pay these now.
Thank you.
Get rid of those. Pay the employees as well. So yeah, we've got a couple of days for this, but we're not going to be far off. So we're going to, like I said, we've got 1,000 in here. So we're pretty much, we are going to pay this, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to have easily enough money. So at the end of today, we can pay off the loan. So then we will be pretty much game complete. I won't need to do anything more. Nelson's decided it's over for him. He heard it's the end. He said, right, you're finished? I'm off. So off he goes. See you, Nelson. We'll serve these couple of customers. And then we will close up. And then I will do a couple more races just to finish the video. But we are essentially done. Just to build up a bit of cash, just on the off chance. I don't even think they will. I am fully intending to return to this when it is the full version of the game. But just in case they say, hey, you know what, we're gonna introduce a load of stuff to the prologue, and it's worth checking out, just so we've got something. So we're not on zero money, basically. So we'll just earn a bit more for one more day. But otherwise, I think we're finished. Right, so that is all done. We will claim this cash. Let's pay off what we owe. That's Nelson's salary. Pay your full balance, which I can't quite do. Oh, no. So I have to go to tomorrow anyway, then. Shouldn't have paid Nelson. Yeah, we need $400 more. I don't think that had refreshed, had it? All right, okay. Well, we'll do that tomorrow anyway, then. So we'll do one more day, and then we'll pay off that loan. Right, I think my bike is obviously still at place. Don't think the bus is going to be handy to me and just appear. So I think I might have to have a bit of a walk home here. Don't think the bus is on the way anyway. Doesn't seem to be, does it? Okay, we'll have a walk home. Right, so I'll bring you back when... I think we'll do some racing in the morning. Okay, good morning, everybody. I just thought I'd have a look at the stock market while I'm waiting for the guy to arrive to do a race with. And look at the plummeting Bitcoin and KFC. They are absolutely falling off a cliff. Absolutely falling off a cliff. You look at this. Look at this. It's just dropped completely. I'm glad we didn't have any investment in that. If I'd have still had my investment running in one of these, I'd have lost so much money this morning. These have absolutely... This was 6,500 when I first looked at my phone. This is just falling like crazy. These are not moving at all. So the stock market is crashing. For some reason, this guy has not turned up. I don't know what time of day he turns up. It's now 10 a.m. I thought he'd be here by now. Unless he doesn't race on Wednesdays, but... This is, I don't know if it's because I'm there. That doesn't usually affect anything in this game. Usually people just pop in anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll do some final deliveries. Because it doesn't look like I can do any crypto, because it'd be a good time to buy when it hits bottom. But at the moment it's in free fall, so there's no point doing anything there. And I can't race for some reason, so let's just do a few of these. I think we'll just do the 88 one versus the 92. There's not a lot in that, to be honest. We'll do the 92. Right, if I park this bike in the doorway, tell you what, this is handy. If you have a look around the corner, we've got two deliveries right next to each other. If I park that in the doorway, though, surely those doors are not going to close. No, they did. I wish you could just leave the door open. No, get on it quick. I need to get on it before that door closes. The only problem here. Quick, get out. No, got my handlebars stuck. Oh no! Dead! They are vicious doors. Vicious doors. They put Arkwright's till to shame.
Thank you.
Right, you can have that, and then your next door neighbour, close enough to being your next door neighbour, can have this one.
Thank you.
Right, can we cut through here? I think I can. Excuse me, please. Coming through. Right, that wasn't too bad. And it's dropped us outside of another place we can get some orders from. We're already in a good spot here now. There you go. Thank you. All right, let's see if we can get anything from here. 60, 109, but that's not bad. 109 for 0.8. That's not bad. Let's do that, and then hopefully the guy will be ready for racing after that. So immediately we've got a double order right across the road from us again as well, which is also handy. Wish you could just throw them from your bike. It's so much easier, wouldn't it? If I could just do a drive-by there, throw his food at him, or we go to the next person. There you go. Right, where are we going with the final one? It'd be nice if you could see where all of your orders were going before accepting it as well, wouldn't it? Because, for example, if at the end of the day you see a long one, but the long one happens to be the final drop of it happens to be at your house or like across the road from your house, then that's obviously a good one to take because you're heading home anyway. But you never know; they're all random. It'd be nice if you could get like a, oh, these three are going that way, or these three are going that way. That'd be nice to know. Right, there you go, sir. Right, do we think the guy's ready to race now, or not? His question marks appeared, so I think he must be. Go and do a race. Go and earn the rest of the money we need, and then we can go and check to see if... Hopefully the store is fine, but to be honest with you, with the glitches we've seen and the way it's working in there, I'm thinking they're probably not serving anybody. And we're not really making any money in there. But we'll see. If we take the dirt road, that should basically take us straight to the guy. Come on, pedal, 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 pedal. Okay, here we are. All right,
You're fast. Let's settle it on the road.
Let's do that. $500. Oh, it's the good one as well. But to be honest with you, you do well to lose this one. He might as well just hand you the money and not even bother racing. I don't know what happens on this one. He is not quick at this one at all. It's all downhill, so your character's pretty quick at it. And it's literally just this. Just round this bend, and that's it. You will not make any easier money than that particular race in this game. He is useless at it. So, whenever that race comes, it's a shame you don't know it's that race coming, but you're always going to make money at it. Right, that leaves us, I think, with enough cash to pay off that loan, doesn't it? It does indeed. Pay off in full. We have finished the game. Or finished the prologue, at least. And the full version comes along, we'll have many more things to do. Just paying off a loan will mean nothing, really. We'll have probably payments on a house to do and all sorts of other things to keep up with. But we are, as far as I'm concerned, game complete for the prologue. Let's just, should we do one more race with the guy? I've not got a lot of cash left, but we could do one more race with him, couldn't we? Let's just check that, see if this has crashed yet. Nope, still crashing. I was going to go and try and do something crazy there, because I would think that's going to suddenly jump forward as well at some point and recover. Let's see if we could make a quick grand doing that, but I don't think so.
Think you're fast? Let's settle it on the road.
How much money have we got? We've not got a lot of money, have we? I think I've got... I don't know. I Let's just go 150. Have I got enough for that? 149. I've got just enough for that. Left us with $20. Right, final race. Go. Always tries to ram you off the road at this one as well. You see, he comes right over. What are you doing over there? That must be a quick line. Look at him come now. This is where he's quick. He's so much quicker than me up here. Let him go. As long as you stick to the far left, he doesn't, for some reason, doesn't cut the corner at all. And you always get the win. So I think the racing could do with some improvement. Hopefully it's, I don't want it to be like crazy difficult, but you want it to be a challenge, don't you? Otherwise it's just free money. Particularly when you start racing cars and bikes, because you would think, you know, if you could probably bet more, they're going to be like $1,000 races or $2,000 races, aren't they? They're not going to be just 500 max. All right, let's see what's going on over here. So they've had a good day. Nelson's just come to work by the looks of it, so it must be about 4 p.m. 5 now. Not too bad, though. They've made $1,000 in here. So pretty decent, despite having no customers around, but pretty decent. Any cleaning needs doing? Just a little bit of wiping up on the floor. It makes you wonder how the stains get over here, because nobody comes over here. Apart from me, occasionally, when we're cleaning, nobody comes over here whatsoever. The customers only go to the fridges, and that's as far as they go. And the staff only go as far as where Nelson is sitting. So who comes over here and makes a mess? There can't possibly be anyone that goes over there and makes a mess. You think it's fun to litter, do you, George? Do you, George? Do you? You think it's fun littering? We'll show George. There you go, George Chavez. How do you like it now, eh? Littering? Let's give him one right in the face. Just as a final punishment. It's a bit lower, but close enough. There you go, George. That's what you get for littering in my supermarket. A bag in your face. Right. Well, now somebody else has made a mark on the floor. All right, we'll just finish the day, and then I think we will end. Just check that stock market, because that should be finishing. They don't do it overnight, so it seems to just work during normal hours when you would do trading in real life. So it should be about to close, you would have thought, 6:30. And it's still on its way down. I'm so glad. I was so tempted at the beginning of this episode. I thought, you know what? Shall we just put all of our money in and try and make it that way? Because the way it was going up, I thought we'd probably make $2 or $3 grand on that alone. Maybe more.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I didn't. Because that would have been the wrong move. Bless you. Right, I am really looking forward to the full version of this. I know a lot of you are disappointed to see this sort of mini-series go, so hopefully you'll all join me for the full series as well, because I think we can be, well, there'll be a lot to get stuck into, I think. Well, I hope. If this is anything to go by and the plans for the future come together, then we should be pretty busy. By the time we've done one supermarket, a coffee shop, a car dealership, hopefully there'll be some other side jobs as well that we can do. I'd quite like a story as well. A little story mission would be good, wouldn't it? If there's like a character in town that you can do some story stuff for and progress a story, that would be quite cool. Because obviously we have a backstory as well. We've just arrived here to make money. So maybe could be some story missions we could do. Yeah, and lots of other things as well. Buying and selling of houses. So obviously we are going to buy property for ourselves, but maybe we can do them up and sell them as well. So if like we could buy that house and then kit it out with some new stuff or decorate it or whatever we need to do, repair it and sell that as well. Stuff like that would be really good. There's a lot of scope for this, I think. There's a lot of things in place that can be expanded upon. So looking forward to it. But so sad to see the prologue go, but yeah, looking forward to the full version. It's absolutely filthy in here, and unfortunately, George Chavez has gone home, so it wasn't him. Somebody else has dropped all this, and I didn't see them do it. Right, how long have we got left open here? Still got 3 hours left here.
Thank you.
All right, how are we doing stock-wise? Still got some stock, so I'm going to have about $1,500 plus whatever I have in my account. Actually, we'll just look at it on our watch, as it tells you on there. I've got 318 there, so we're going to have about $1,800 or so to, if I need to come back to this in the prologue, because the full game will be a brand new reset. It won't be the same game. It'll be a completely new download. So we won't be able to carry forward. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would very much doubt that we'll be able to carry on our save file for the full version. We will be starting again, so we don't need money for that, but in case the developer decides to drop the coffee shop on us or something and decide, you know what, I'm going to give you some more stuff to test out in the prologue, then at least we've got some money for that, but I don't think that'll be the case. It's just more prepping just in case. But I think, Nelson, I'll tell you what, you might as well go home. I think... actually, there is a customer coming in. I was going to give him the rest of the night off because there was nobody coming in. And I'm kind of just waiting to wrap the video up. But we'll let him do his final hour. Let him get his money for it as well. Because I don't think he gets paid. I don't think you can actually send him home. If I just closed, he'd just stand around. So I suppose he would get paid, but... I haven't really looked at the night sky before in this game. It's interesting. The clouds could do with something to them, couldn't they? They look a bit... I'm going to say cartoonish, which is weird when you play a game that is cartoonish, but it's a bit, yeah. You know what I mean. They don't quite look right, do they? So they could do with a bit of work. Very clear sky, though. No light pollution here. Or any other pollution. Very clear sky. Although we are on an island, so, I mean, this is it, really. There is nothing else on this island. So I suppose it would be reasonable. Right, Nelson, I think... You are done, sir. You are indeed. Let's get you paid. There you go. And let's serve the final customer ourselves. And then we are game complete for sure. 18, there you go. Thank you very much. Close up. Grab the cash. Pick up that final bit of litter. Throw it away. Light off. There's a mark there, but we've actually got 100% cleanliness, so I'm just going to leave it. But pretty sure that's the beginnings of a stain. Right. And we are done. So if you have enjoyed this video and you have enjoyed the series, make sure you leave this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the full series of this game. Then you'll be notified when I come back with that full series. I don't know when that's going to be, but whenever it happens, whether I get an early access to it or play it when everybody else plays it, whenever that may be, I will be bringing it to the channel. So look out for that. So subscribe if you haven't already. Join the channel if you haven't already as well. And I will see you for another video very soon.